everybody, and welcome to the world's dumbest version of QVC for modelers on YouTube. Pit Stain Hobbies. No, this is not an infomercial. I got these in. I ordered these from AK in Spain, and they got delivered here, and it was actually considerably cheaper than buying them from pre-order from mishtoy.com, which are good dudes. They were at Wonderfest. They're nice people. They get great deals. You get 15% off if you know Uncle Nightshift's code. This was still a little cheaper, and I have them now. Gotta have them now. But either way, yes, we've got the brand new full set of markers from AK. The acrylic paint markers, they did not send me, they sent me these after I paid them. I ordered these last week, and they came today, which was very quick. A lovely man in a yellow van from DHL, who I don't get to see very often, showed up. And that's always the good stuff. When DHL shows up, you're like, I'm in for some good stuff. So yeah, AK included a sticker, which I love, because I love tanks. And now I love planes, too. Now, I've always loved planes. I just never really built many of them. But yeah, we got a cool sticker. That's going to go on the beer fridge. We got a little info packet here with how to paint your cow and how to make your seat look like a Redneck's Trans Am from the 80s. How to something, not really how to, just some final result where there is obviously many other steps involved. And then some painting recommendations, details. Look at that. Yeah, okay. These are professional people. Graffiti. I'm from the Bronx. I love me some good graffiti. Not enough of it anymore. How you can weather things up with them, chipping up stowage, foreshadowing there. You could. No. That's for peeping toms. We don't need to do that. And there are 34 colors, and you'll notice they have all these sets, and you're like, wow. If I buy all these sets, I get all these colors. Nope. Your friendly neighborhood idiot Ian has already done the legwork here. And it turns out you could pretty much get almost all these colors, okay? But there's a couple missing. I already figured out one. I haven't figured out the other because I just noticed you get wood base here, wood base here. So obviously there's another one missing, but the big screaming pickle in the room is Russian Cockpit Turquoise, comes in none of these sets. So the only way to get Russian Cockpit Turquoise is either buying the full 34 marker run in one box or buying it separately. And there's got to be one other one in here now that I'm seeing. There's probably some random thing. Is it RLM 79? Nope, that's down. Oh, I can't. There's a yellow, there's a red, there's an orange. There's two oranges. Oh, wait, maybe it's this Orange RAL 2004? Yep, Orange RAL 2004 you can't get either. So there we go. So just buy the whole box. You know you want it. I don't care. I'm not being paid by AK. I actually messaged them on Facebook. I'm like, hey, you want to send me a set of these to review? I'm probably going to buy them anyway. I held out 48 hours, no response. I just ordered them. So I'm lying. 24 hours. Maybe not even. Maybe it was 16. It was 12 hours. No, it was not. It was 10.3 hours that I didn't get a reply on Facebook. And so I just ordered them. But even with that said, no. They still haven't replied. It's been days. So they don't care about me. I'm nobody special. So let's get into this. Hold on. Let me throw away the instruction manual because we don't use those on this channel very often. And we'll go into the box. And you do have a full color chart here with all of your colors. There we go. The throat clearing for the Germans. Hope you're enjoying it. And we've got all these lovely paint markers. And just so you can see, let's take a bright colored one. They're all pre-primed and ready to paint. There's no shaker ball in there. There's no squeezing. There's no priming methodology. I tried. They're just ready to go. They're ready to go. So these things went par avion, airmail, from Spain, I guess, to the U.S. And I tried this one out already because Damn you, Russia and France, for having almost it's a similar flag. Same colors, different order. We get one Russian color. That's it, turquoise. But that's one of the coolest Russian colors ever, is the turquoise cockpit green. So I've got a couple of different pieces of subject matter to play with here. Let's just lay these out. Here we go. Very nice foam trays. Honestly, I would just put these right into one of my drawers, in one of my toolboxes, in one of the shallow drawers, and just right there. I may store them in the box, because these are for special occasions. These aren't just everyday markers, because they're like $2 each. If you buy this set from AK, direct to the U.S. with shipping, they come out at like $1.52 per marker, I think. But let me stash this. Okay, I just put that box over there for now. We've got our color chart. I don't know if we're going to use it. So I've got a few different subject matters to test these on today. I hopefully can cover all the bases. I've got a German World War II stowage resin thingy bobber from Value Gear. And I have a Zaku machine gun from Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeon, the bad dudes, but it's military. So we got some armor stuff, we got some mecha stuff, and just for good measure, I tested out one marker before the stream, the turquoise. I'm not going to show you too much of that, but I've got a planetary sensor dome from my failed 1350 Enterprise refit, and we're gonna play with this. I don't have any golds or silver. Well, we can play around. Let's see what we do. Do we need another camera view? Let me give me a sec. I'll be right back. We'll get a good view going for something. And we're back. Okay, so we've got our little stowage crate here, and what we do have is we have wood base. So let's just let's see. Does it? The cap fits on the back. Rule number 1 of any good marker. Let's see how. I should have primed this gray, but it is putting down. Let's see. Let's just get some wood base on the side here. Paint flow's nice. Pretty smooth. I mean, honestly, I would just, normally I would airbrush something like this, but we got this little corner here where the slats overlap. And you can get things in there. And let's just get all of this covered. Stay in focus. There we go. Stay on target, Porkins. Yeah, that would be my name if I was in Star Wars. There we go. Let's see here. So this lighter color over a black base, a couple coats. This is nice also if you're like one of those non-airbrush people and you're a hand brush person. I'm terrible at brush painting. And this is putting down some nice, consistent covering coats here. Probably should have let that dry a little longer. That's me blowing. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. We're getting a nice wood base on there now. And that's almost enough of a start. Yeah, the paint just flows right out. This isn't like one of those old Sharpie paint pens. You'd have to like prime all day and shake a little ball in and all that other stuff. I have some of those monsters from back in the day. They're horrible. Look at that. There we go. All right. I'm gonna let that dry for a bit. Do I need I need a tiny bit more coverage on this piece of the board right here. Yeah, okay. That's a good start. You know what? Let's get another marker out and see if we can color that helmet a little bit. What am I looking for here? I had a color I had picked out of the big manual for the helmet. Let's see. Yeah, RLM 66 I was thinking. Let's see here. RLM 66. This is like a German field blue gray, maybe. It is a German color. It's got the little cross. So the colors that are country specific. So you'll have a little, Japanese roundel there, and you'll have a little. This is the only British one there. RF cockpit gray green. And there's a bunch of U.S. Well, there's 3 U.S. There's a whole bunch more German, because the modelers, the model community. It's a German armor. Okay, so I should have probably painted this in a... This is great, actually, with the black primer. This is covering really well. And I'm just going super sloppy on here. And I'm trying to be very willy-nilly and imprecise with my air quote brush strokes. And it just covers. And I'm just kind of whacking at it. The lighter colors you might not be as forgiving, but we've got some decent coverage on that helmet just from whacking away at it. So let's do that. So I probably picked the worst possible example to start with. Let me get out. Let me get this one. Buff. So we're going to take some buff and put this tarp. This might be a horrible choice of color, but I want to see if I can get close on the bottom here. Yeah, you can get pretty close. And we're going to go, anybody, you're going to go over all these things later with a clear, and you can get in little nooks and crannies. And you're going to go over it with a clear, and then you're going to go over it with, liners and washes and other things, possibly oils and streaking and other stuff. But I'm just going to keep... There are so many things molded into this value gear stowage. It is ridiculous. I'm starting to see some of them pop out once I get the lighter paint on here, and it's pretty damn amazing. And let's see how we get into the ends of these tarp rolls. Don't jam your marker in there and totally try to booger up the tip, but I'm going to try to get in there as good as I can. I did the black because I figured it'd be a nice shadow coat underneath. And then you can do another layer because the paint dries so quick. You can keep going over it. Buff was probably the worst possible choice for this tarpy thing. Should have gone with a green, something browner. I don't know. I know nothing. Okay, let's do that. So we got part of the box done. That looks good. And we see let's see how this works on this little rope detail on here. So if you just carefully... Yeah. You get the nice detail painted on the rope there. So I'm going to let this sucker dry over here. We're going to move on to something else. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we've got a metal gun barrel. It's just spinning away on here. So let me grab the whole rifle here and get this. There we go. Get that reassembled. We do also have the ammo drum, and we can put it on there for a fairly complete Zaku rifle. I'm just gonna start messing with this. Let's see here. So we've got dark aluminum. That's a fun one. We've already got black on here, so let's try out the dark aluminum. Ooh. That's going on really nicely. So let's do the sloppy method here, and we'll just kind of slap it on there. Oh man, these metallics really go on smooth. Those are nice. Look at that. You know, I probably should be wearing my magnifier glasses. I can't see a damn thing. I don't know who I think I'm fooling. There we go. Let's get. Oh yeah, this thing goes on as smooth as a Molotov almost. Is that a Molotov? Is that what they're called? Did I pronounce it right? I don't know. I'm from the Bronx. We screw that up. But yeah, that is. Oh wow, that's really nice. And let's get the tip. Don't forget the tip. Let's get a little slit. Get in there. And let's just get you in the hole. That looks really... Wow. Makes me want to do more of the gun. Like... Let's see how it deals with lines on the, the foregrip here. Let's see. Get around here. Okay, this is making me look good. Let's see. We getting that little crevice. Oh yeah. It just flows into all those little panel lines really nicely. And right into that. Yeah. Wow. Very nice. Let me just quickly... Wow, you could paint a lot of stuff with just these damn markers. The metallics are the superstars here so far. The lighter colors over dark base, not so great. But the metallics over, of course, a metallic over, a black primer. So there we go. Let's let that dry for a minute. Let's get this on a clippy stick. Keep it from falling over. And then we've got this little guy here. I don't even know what to do with it. Let's see here. So that was the dark aluminum. Yeah, it's nice. And you want to like label name up if you're going to keep them in the things here. What do we do with this? I wonder. Let's go crazy with it. Oh, wait. Oh, we had stupid... I had gunmetal, and I didn't even realize it. All right, well, we'll use this for... use this on here. Let me see how fine we can get into these vents. Now, again, this is limited by my skill and vision. But you really only have to get close, and the paint will flow in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that go. Okay, I boogered it up already. See, I went over a little bit right there, but that's because my hands are a wee bit shaky. And they say, Ian, you got to calm down. I was like, well, I haven't come up with the right pill yet. So we got a couple vents done there. Just for fun. Let's see if we can do just one ring. Up! I screwed it up. Oh, but it's acrylic. It just wipes right off until it dries. Well, okay, I'm not going to do the best job at this. But it's totally possible if you're not as terrible as I am. I mean, it's no replacement for masking tape or like a really precision Kolinsky sable. Oh, God, yeah, I suck. It's definitely no replacement for skill and a steady hand and a high-quality paintbrush. But it's not meant, I don't think, for stuff like this. Even though, if you really try hard enough, you can get pretty close. I screwed up a lot, but I can see the potential here of these things being absolutely ridiculously good. Give me a minute and I'll be back. I'm gonna let this dry up for a bit, and then I might put one more coat on here and here. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to put another coat on that. I'm going to just maybe put another coat on here. And I'll be back in a sec. Okay, and a new player has entered the ring also. Partwork kits, when you have stock parts that sometimes could use a little extra pizzazz. We brought one of these in from the oscilloscope from Ecto-1 from Phantom. But either way, we actually did 2 more coats of the wood brown and 1 more coat of the buff on there because I felt it needed it. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to, let's see here, let's take a little aluminum, and you'll see it best on here. So there's a couple little nicks in that helmet you could make out. So I'm going to try my best to come in here and just... Nope, I suck. You can get really tiny details on there if you want. I'm going to just touch the edges. And you can get little nicks and chips on there. And everything's going to get blended in with weathering. We can also take some regular aluminum on our dark aluminum and do some little... Let's see how fine we can get this here. No, me not so fine. There we go. You gotta have a really light touch, but you can definitely get some little nicks and chips in there. I don't know if that's really... It's not contrasty enough. But yeah, let's try something else here. Let's take some brown, just regular brown, and let's go over this strap. That's not brown enough. It's barely different than it's different than the buff. I'm sure it shows up. But this is definitely going to be a go-to set of mine for detailing up stowage. That's for sure. And it kind of starts drying in a few seconds, and you can see the brown there. Do I have anything darker than brown? I have chipping color. That should work. A little more blowy. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's good. I just want contrast for the video. And we can, if I'm not like banging into it randomly because I'm a klutz. There we go. So now we got our strap painted. So that's pretty cool. And there's a tiny little strap here. We can paint that too. Get right almost to the edge of it. There we go. And you could even, if you wanted to do some nicks and things, I do that with Tamiya panel liner because it's pretty easy to use. But that's pretty fun. And then as another thing, I actually took some markers and tried to do fine circles. And the red one I got pretty good. The yellow one I got almost perfect. The green one I was doing great, and then I schwartzed it. And I just did one little panel with 1 coat of brown on there, just to see what it would do. And they're fairly controllable. It's not like a 3-0 Kolinsky sable brush and a steady hand, but they're pretty cool. And then here, let's just take some random, here we go, orange. The one that you can't get unless you either buy it separately or in the set. And let's paint a couple of these knobs orange. Just why not? And you can go around the outside of the knob, and I'm of course going to screw it up because I'm like leaning way over my desk to keep this in frame on the zoom. And I'm not painting in a comfortable posture. There we go. Now we've got an orange knob. I definitely could do a better job, but But if you just take your time and you're very careful and you're not blind on your nearsighted vision, that does really well. So yeah, they're very nice markers. I could clear this over, and then what I do is I just go back and forth with different panel liners over all this to weather it out. But they paint really well. They cover really well. I mean, the metallics are absolutely phenomenal coverage on the metallic, especially over a black base. That looks amazing. Like that's like I said, that's pretty much, whatchamacallit, Molotov territory right there. And like, some of these colors probably aren't great over black, but over silver, if we want to paint one of these knobs yellow, that looks great. Let's go over a black knob. Yellow over black, that's an impossible thing, but it actually does okay. You can see the top one's a little blacker. You'd have to go over it once or twice more probably, but you can get some nice details, and that's what I'm going to use these for. I'm going to use, bear with me, I'm going to use all these things for when if I, don't want to get a brush dirty, or it's not an ultra fine detail that I'm trying to do. The brush tip on it is it's not as precise as like a 0 or a 1, even a number 1 really high quality, like Kolinsky Sable type brush, or a 3-0 or a 2-0, whatever the zeros are. I don't even understand. I just know tiny, tinier, and tiniest. The points, I don't know how well they're going to hold up over time if you're really heavy-handed with them. If you're delicate with them, I don't see them fraying out on you anytime soon. If you're smashing them into things, constantly trying to jam paint in the details, this is not good for any of these things probably, or yourself. I don't recommend it. The tips should be pretty durable, especially if you're using them as they were intended. I don't know what they're intended for. I mean, honestly, if you don't have an airbrush, and you're a really good brush painter, you probably don't need these. If you're an airbrusher and you're also a really good brush painter, I don't think you need these. Not the most economical thing possibly. They can't be refilled. But if you are not really really highly skilled hand painter at things, and or you don't have an airbrush, I can't see you going wrong with these. And there's a few colors, like I said, there's a few colors you either have to buy individually or they'll come in this whole set. Because if you buy all the 3-packs, you're not going to get every color. We already know you're going to be short the turquoise cockpit Russian color and this orange RAL, I believe. There's probably at least 1 or 2 more in there that you're not going to get. But again, you could order them separate. Money well spent, I'd say. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I would recommend it. I'm not even keeping my branding properly in frame. I suck. But either way, I'm pretty happy about these so far. I'm gonna definitely use them on tank stowage moving forward for certain things, instead of always going to hand paints. Some things, yeah, I'll still airbrush them and hand paint them, but this is gonna be a nice little extra tool to have in the stable. And let me get the fancy box out that they came in. Throw them back in there. Oh yeah. Oh. New product smell. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that off-gassing foam that they're packed in. Oh, it smells so good. There we go. So, we, got some halfway. This is just a rough, first shot at these things. And, pretty nice. I don't even want to show this thing. It's horrible. Yeah, we got some buttons painted there. And it does a really good job. So I don't see, it's got such a good wide range. The only complaint I have, they don't have enough metallics. They need like gold, bronze, or they need a couple different golds and bronzes and coppers, and maybe like a jet exhaust or like a dark sooty metallic. And I think then this will be a fantastic range. And they could keep bringing out more, standard military and universal colors and all that. And it would be nice. But you know, overall, I'm really happy with these things. So this video is like way longer than it ever should have been, but I was really having so much fun playing with these paints that I just kind of went at it for you. I don't do live painting on camera very much at all because I suck at it. I just kind of show you what I did afterwards, and once I fixed all the mistakes with masking tape and going back over things with base colors and fixing the boo-boos. But either way, I can't not recommend these. Again, I paid for them, and I'm going to love them, I think, and I'm going to use them quite a bit. So yeah, there we go. AK Real Colors markers. And if you order direct from AK, you might get a sticker, and you might get some of these Haribo gummy candies that were absolutely delicious. And of course, a pamphlet on intended usages. And maybe we'll paint a redneck farted in it for 20 years Firebird seat one of these days. Either way, thanks for coming, everybody. We love you, and we'll see you next time on Pits Ain't Hobbies. Adios.